Good morning. Welcome to Success Saturday with me, Lakisha. Hi, I am the owner of a business called Success My Way Coaching. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how to create a business development plan. So, this video is not just for people who don't have businesses yet and are trying to create businesses. This information is also going to be for people who already have businesses, but you need to do something different. Okay. So if you're here with me, let me know you're here in the chat. Say good morning. It is a beautiful day here where I am. I love trees, and the trees are just changing color, and it's cool outside. It's like really good weather. It's supposed to get really cold soon. So I want to just enjoy this weather. So after this, I might go for a walk because it's self-love Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I might go for a walk. Hey there, Dolinda. How are you? Good morning. Yes, and I am drinking from my fall cup. So see the colors, these colors? I see them on the trees right now. It's so pretty outside. So hopefully you'll get your pen and paper and we'll have a great conversation about what it takes to create a business development plan. Now, a business development plan is different from a business plan. Like a business plan, I'm not going to be necessarily talking about a business plan in terms of like just the paper, but developing a business, what does that require of you? And so that's how I'm going to approach this. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around. Make sure you hit that like button, that uh subscribe button, and stick around for that. Also, I just want to start off with a couple of logistics and reminders and announcements. I do want to announce that I have another channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan. And the reason why I'm telling you this right now is because if you are going to the planner conference, the Go Wild Planner Conference, I am hosting a monthly meetup for people who are going. If you are new to Go Wild, if you are returning to Go Wild, it's just a meetup. We're going to get together. We're going to bring our Go Wild planners, and we're going to plan for Go Wild. We're going to talk about table mate gifts and all that stuff, all the stuff we need for the Go Wild Planner Conference. And if you don't know what that Go Wild Planner Conference is, it is a conference for people who like to plan in books and journals. So if that is you, I encourage you to check out the Go Wild Planner Conference. Just Google it and you will be surprised at what it is. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is go over to my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan. Go on my page, find the video that says Go Wild. It says it really big, Go Wild, and I have all the information in the description. So I already have about 8 people subscribed to that. And it's going to be next Friday, November 3rd from 7 to 8 p.m. will be our first Go Wild Planner meetup. Okay, so I wanted to make that announcement. The second announcement I want to make is that Christmas is coming, and y'all know that's my favorite time of the year. That's why I got my beautiful tree right here. Um, so I am getting ready for Christmas. So I'm also doing a Christmas decor series over there. And I am planning another online Christmas party. Online Christmas party. So that party is going to happen with Trika and Michelle on Zoom as well. We have not announced that yet. That party will be announced the first week of November. So you want to stick around for that as well. So you can get all the information of when that's coming. That party, more than likely, will probably be like the second week of December or something like that. So I will let you know. We had a good time last year, so we're just gonna just becoming an annual thing. So nice. And the last thing I want to say is that I love, 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 love Success Saturday. I think Success Saturday um, is precious to me because I've been doing Success Saturday for what, 3 years? I think I've been doing it for 3 years where I come on here like almost every Saturday. If I'm not traveling or I'm not sick, I'm on here. Okay. But I've been doing this every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. for 3 years. So I want to make the announcement that this will be my last one. This will be my last Success Saturday in terms of going live like this. I am revamping my business, and it's so funny that we're talking about the business development plan. I'm developing my business to something that it has to make sense for people. And when I see that people want to change, I have to respond. So I wanted to say thank you to every single person that has been watching every single morning. I'm gonna say thank you to Marva and Theodore Linda. You all have been marvelous with like keeping notes, with showing up, participating. So big shout out to Theodore Linda and Marva. And but shout out to everybody who watched me. Shout out to you. If you could never watch me live, but you watch my replay. Shout out to replay. I'm going to be moving more towards a video model on this channel where I'm doing videos, and but I'm still gonna go live. I'm still gonna go live. It's just not gonna be every single week. I'm like kind of sunsetting that model and doing a new model. So this video will be my last Success Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on Saturdays, like I've been doing it for the last 3 years. So I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has been a part of Success Saturday. I'm giving you a virtual hug. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here. It's just going to be in another format. So comment in the chat if you have any comments about that. Y'all know when y'all talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to developing a business plan. So, I as a life coach, I coach people in business, right? And I coach a lot of people in starting businesses, and I coach a lot of people in sustaining the business that they started. Oh, I'm sorry, dear Dolinda. I know, but it's necessary. I have to do it. I know. But there'll be other ways that you can connect with me, Theodore Linda. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sunsetting this particular format of service. um, but if talking about business, so let me just say this. This is for people who have businesses who want to start a business, not your job. Because what I'm talking about is not going to apply to no job. It's just for business. Okay. So if you are somebody who wants to start a business, or somebody who has a business, but you understand and need some development, the first thing we need to realize is that we got to make a change. We got to make a change. We got to do something different. The second thing we have to realize is that you have to be a business minded person. If you are not a business minded person, creating a business development plan is going to be a problem. I know people who create beautiful business plans but can't execute none of it. They got a whole bunch of stuff written down. I mean, it's written down and rewritten and edited, and people looked at it, and they haven't started anything. So to be a business person, you got to have both. You got to have the ability to plan, to foreshadow, and you also have to have the ability to execute and change. If you're missing one of those elements, it's going to be really hard for you to get in business and sustain and stay in business. When I realized I was good in business, it wasn't because of Success My Way coaching. Can you all see me? It looks like my internet is looks like my internet. Y'all let me know if it says connection is unstable. Oh, fairly good. Yeah, y'all let me know if I look blurry on your side. I always look clear on my side, but sometimes I look blurry on your side. Um, But you have to have, okay, thank you, Theodore. You have to have a combination of these things to be a good business person. Otherwise, you will either not move fast enough and not make changes fast enough to sustain your business, or you will move too fast and you'll make hasty decisions. And so, creating a business plan is like that delicate balance. Um, and it requires thinking and flexibility. So when I started my nonprofit, I do have a nonprofit called the Christmas Experience Incorporated. If you want to learn more about that, please visit tchristmase.org. So when I started this nonprofit, did I probably didn't know I had a business mind until I started it. And I've been doing my nonprofit longer than my business. I've been doing a nonprofit for 10 years. This is our 10th year doing a nonprofit. So I know how to get in business and sustain it. Um, so then I started Success My Way Academy, my coaching business. And well, let me back up. I've been a life coach since 2013. But I did not name it Success by Way Coaching until 2023, if that makes sense. So when I named it in 2023, I didn't know if it was going to last 6 months. I didn't know if it was going to last 6 months, y'all. And here I am, 3 years later, still doing Success My Way Coaching. Come on, somebody praise Jesus. So when I say I feel qualified in speaking on this topic, because I have sustained the nonprofit for 10 years and I am in my 2021, 22, yeah, third year of business. 2024 will be my fourth year. Now, is my nonprofit the same exact nonprofit it was 10 years ago? No, it is not. Is my business the same business it was 3 years ago? No, it is not. However, to start both of them, I had to have a plan. I had to have a plan. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, because this is about how to create a business development plan. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, how to create this plan. And then I'll give you some nuggets along the way about my story as a business person and sustaining it over time. I think that's the thing too. It's like, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. You got to know what is something. How can I say this? To plan a business, you got to know what is something you would do without getting paid. To plan a business, you got to know what is something you would do without getting paid. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the going is going to get tough. You're going to have low moments where you lose money, you lose customers, you lose clients, you change your business model, you take risks that you thought would be great and they flop. You're going to have depressed moments. It gets ugly. Business gets ugly because it's unpredictable until you learn the sustaining part. So you got to love it that much that even when it feels like you're not selling to a soul, nothing, that you will continue to do it. And you may look crazy to people. You may look crazy, but you will continue to do it. I cannot tell you how many times I've come on here and talked about my business and I did not have one client. And then sometimes I had 20 clients. Business is unpredictable. So, and it's ongoing. So you never stop. So to do something unpredictable, business, to do something that you should never stop, business, to do something where you constantly have to learn something new. I've been doing my nonprofit for 10 years. And when I say I'm still learning new stuff on how to do it, you're always going to learn something new when it comes to business. You got to love it. You got to love it. It has to be something that you either love doing or you're doing it because you love somebody else. Come on. It got to be something you love doing or you're doing it because you love somebody else. Now, what I mean by that is like some of us, I've seen people with cleaning businesses. They're not passionate about cleaning. They're passionate about getting that coin to take care of their family. Okay, come on. Somebody say something. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so you got to be passionate. You got to love it to sustain it. Now, let me get to the other side of it. Once you start your business, you have to have the qualities to sustain your business. Who sustains your business? You. So this is where I come in with coaching people. I coach people on being better with themselves because if they're better with themselves, their businesses are better because your business is you. When you hit Success My Way coaching, I have brand ambassadors. I have a personal assistant. I have advisors. Even my husband be giving me advice. But when you hit Success My Way coaching, who you think about? Me. It's me. So if I'm not right, how can I be right with my business? So do I think it is a weakness to work on myself, to get a therapist or get a nutritionist or go to the doctor and I'm a life coach? No, 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 no. That's what I'm supposed to do. Because I also have to lead by example in my field. So I have to do some things in order to sustain myself so I can be able to coach people into their best selves. There's no way that I can coach people into their best selves if I'm not at my best self. Now, I'm going to have issues. As a business person, you're going to have issues. But you also have to be professional. If it's something your gift, if your gift is involved, guess what? It doesn't matter your issues because your gifts are going to make room for you. Come on. Your gifts make room for you no matter what you're doing. So I just want to encourage you. If you want to start a business, you don't have to wait till your life is hunky dory to start it. You can get started right now. Even if your life is in shambles, you ain't got no money, you still can get started with the planning. So I'm about to show you and teach you and have you understand what it takes to make a business development plan. Now, some of this stuff is going to be for like bigger businesses. And some of the stuff I want to tell you just for small. Like my business is small. I'm just a small business. I don't have a big old team or nothing like that. But you may want to start off with a big team. Like with my nonprofit, I started off with a huge team. I had like 7 people on my team. Now I have 4. I had to reduce it, but I started off with a pretty good amount for the nonprofit. So, like I said, it just depends on what you want to do. And that's why I love business because it's freedom. To me, business is freedom because I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to do it the way somebody else want me to do it. It's all on me. And to me, that's freedom. Hi, Beatrice. Good morning. So glad you're here. All right. So let me go ahead and get started with my notes. I hope you have your notes out because I got a lot of notes here. So a business development plan. So I want to toggle back and forth between you having a business and you not having a business. So if you have a business and you already have a plan, you got to revisit it because you may need to redo something, rebrand, regenerate, rebirth. So as I go through this, if you already have a business, maybe you need to go back and look at it again. Okay. But if you've never started a business before, the first thing you had to do is like describe it. So that's number 1, Theodore Linda. Hi, T.R. LaFrancis. Good morning. So glad to see you. So Theodore Linda, put description. That's number 1. And I don't even have these numbers. I don't know why you don't be numbering my stuff. All right, description is number 1. You have to describe what the business is. Like when I talk to people about business, they be like, I want to sell baby wipes. I'm just making that up because I just saw some. I want to sell baby wipes. Okay. You want to sell baby wipes. Okay, so can you describe the baby wipe industry? You be like, what? So you got to be able to not only describe what you do, but describe the industry. Like, I'm a life coach. I'm always studying the life coach industry. One thing that's new in my industry that I just was studying, that I'm kind of in this, but I want to dive into it more, is community coaching. I want to be a coach that brings communities together. But guess what? I'm already that coach. I have a Facebook channel with 100 and some people in it. I have a another Facebook channel for my other YouTube channel that has 300 and some people in it. My Success My Way Coaching Business Facebook group has 200 and some people. If you add all that up, I got like 700 people sitting over there in Facebook in my groups that I created. 700. So I am a community coach, but I just want to refine and redevelop. I'm gonna be using those R words a lot. Re. So you're gonna have to describe it. If you want to go into an industry, describe it. You want to make planners? What does the making planner industry look like? Describe it. Good morning, Janet. How are you? So you need to be able to describe the business that you're in. Also, in describing your business, you have to describe what you do. What do you do? So right now, as my business stands, as a life coach, I help people improve the 12 areas of their life. Boom. And some people don't even know they got 12 areas. Okay. So that's as it stands. But I may shift. I may shift to say, you know what? I help people with productivity. Or you know what? I help people with relationships. Or you know what? I help people with business. You can be a business coach, relationship coach, improvement coach. I know this because I researched. So have you done the research in the industry that you want to start? And then do you know what you want to be? Now, what I do is called the niche. You got to niche it out. You got to niche it out in your description. What is your niche? What is the thing in your industry that you want to do that nobody else does? I want to go back to my nonprofit for this because I studied all the nonprofit. I studied nonprofits that were similar to mine. I have a Christmas nonprofit where I help children at Christmas time. I say, okay, there's a lot of nonprofits that help kids. You got Samaritan's Purse, you got Toys for Tots, you got a lot of, you know, Christmas nonprofits. So what is going to make mine different from everybody else? I had to create a niche. I had to be able to say, I do this like nobody else. Nobody else does what I do for children. So what I do is I go deep with families instead of, like, I noticed some nonprofits only give trees, like the military nonprofits, they'll give military people trees. Some nonprofits only give children toys, like Toys for Tots, they give children toys. Some Christmas nonprofits only give food, they call people in, they have a Christmas dinner. So I said, why not I do all of it? So at the Christmas experience, we go deep with families. We work with schools and crisis centers. We do not work with individuals. Please don't come to me with individuals. We don't work with individuals. It is a whole business reason why we don't work with individuals. We work with organizations. So we work with schools and crisis centers at this point. At some point, I would like to work with hospitals and foster care. So that's my growth plan. But right now, we work with schools and crisis centers, families who are homeless, families who are in domestic shelters. And I said, you know what? We need to give them everything. They don't have anything. So what they need? They need food. We're going to give them food. The kids want toys. We're going to give them toys. Do they need a Christmas tree? We're going to give them a Christmas tree. We give them all that. And then we set up a box because we wanted it to be meaningful. And we call a box a night before Christmas box. And it's a box full of not only activities like coloring books and things like that for kids, but we put toiletries in it, toothbrush, toothpaste, gloves, socks. They go into these boxes, right? So this is how we work. So we don't work with a lot of family because you see how deep we go with one family. We work with families who are in need. And a lot of our families are big families. So we work with families that have 3 kids. Some families have 6 children. I think the biggest family we work with had 7 or 9. I think they had 9 kids. And we gave all their kids toys. So when I say that is what we do that nobody else does, nobody else can claim that they do all that. Okay? It's the niche, even though we're a Christmas nonprofit like everybody else. So what is your niche for your business? What is your niche? When you start your business, how is your, if you make jewelry, how is your jewelry different from everybody else's? What makes, study the jewelry industry. What is everybody putting out? If everybody's doing these little beads, maybe you want to do the beads with a little charm on it or with some letters, put your name on it. I don't know. So come up with your niche and be able to describe your business, describe the industry you're in, be able to describe your business. And the last thing I want you to be able to do is to be able to describe your customers and competitors. When developing your business, you need to be able to describe your customers and competitors. Now, I got to say, y'all, that this was hard. This is hard to say, okay, I want to sell to everybody. But you got to research who will be most attracted to you because you are your brand. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Who is attracted to you and who is attracted to your product or service? And you got to figure out who it is because it may not be who you think it is. So I can tell you, I was not able to describe my customer for Success My Way coaching until I got customers. Once I got customers, I realized who I was attracting. So it was very interesting because I would do advertisements. So in my advertisements, I would have a bunch of men responding to my life coaching advertisements. But then I noticed that the people who were purchasing my life coaching were women. And I had a few men. So I realized like my primary market is women 30 and up. That's my primary market. Women 30 and up who got good government jobs. That's my primary market. Because that's who's attracted to my product, my services. That's who's attracted to me. But then I have a secondary market. So if you didn't know that, y'all can have 2 markets that you 2 target audiences. My second target audience is men who want to start businesses. I'm really good. I attract men who want to start businesses. The few men that I have coached, they want to start businesses. And now I'm entering into a new niche that I didn't even know I was good at, that I'm kind of like exploring right now, is working with couples, working with married couples. In a coaching way, not in a therapeutic way, but in a coaching way. So describing your industry, describe what you do, describe your target market, your customers, and be able to describe your competitors. Who else is out there doing what you do? You better know what they're doing. Because the last thing you need is for them to say you copying them and for you to say they copying you. You got to know what you're, and it's not a negative thing. I love competitors. Competitors make you great. Competitors make you great. We need competitors. They make you great. So I don't hate on competitors. I love competitors. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Because I can look at what they're doing and make sure I don't do it. um, or I may take an idea that they have and switch it up and make it work for me. So that's my approach with competitors. But some people downright copy everything a competitor does. I don't do that. But you got to know how to describe it. So let me know if you have any questions in the chat about describing it. That is a huge, huge, huge part of developing your business development plan. All right. The next thing I want to talk to you about is marketing. So I started to study marketing because I realized that, thank you, dear Dolinda. I realized that marketing is about 90% of what you do. 90. Yes. Yes. 90% of what you do in your business is marketing. So you got to develop your marketing. So if you already have a business, say you have a small business, like what's a small business I can say? Like making cups, like mugs. Or no, yeah, like water bottle. You know how people bling out those water bottles? Yeah, know what I'm talking about? I see people with those little businesses like that. So you have to learn what it takes to market a blinged out water bottle. What colors are attractive to make people want to buy your blinged out water bottle? What presentation is right? Um, you got to know your objectives, your budget for marketing. Marketing is a huge part. So describing and knowing, huge. Marketing equally is huge. Because guess what? People are broke because nobody knows what they do. I met somebody who makes cupcakes out of their house. Nobody knows they doing it. I said, excuse me, if somebody knew that you were making these delicious cupcakes out of your house, you know how much money you gonna make? Yeah, I don't know. You cannot let creativity trump your business mindedness. I'm gonna say it again. You cannot let your creativity trump your business mindedness. Most of us are extremely creative. You are extremely creative. I know some people say, "Oh, I'm not creative." Well, you may not be creative in this area, but in this area, you're very creative. Most of us are creative because we come from a creator, and a creator begat us, who are also creators. Come on. The highest creator created us. Therefore, we are creators. So stop saying you're not creative because you are. You just have to figure out in what. Once you figure out in what, that becomes your business, you describe it. Once you get your business and you understand what it is, now you got to tell somebody. I used to say for a long time that I'm not a salesperson. I used to say, I feel like I'm not a salesperson. Oh, honey, I stopped saying that. I'm a salesperson because to me, sales was negative. Sales was like people harassing you. You better buy this for free 99, $5.99, $9.99. To me, that's not sales. I have switched my mindset and say, you know what? Sales is really sharing services that people need. Okay, I don't sell. I share services and products that people need. And how they going to know I have it if I don't say that I have it? Then I can't help them. So it is very important for you to know that you got to tell people what you do so you can be in the position to help people with your gift. So how do you do that? How do you market yourself? Well, first you got to create you got to do research, y'all. You got to analyze your market. Okay. Life coaching. Who wants life coaching? Mainly people who are stuck or need change. Mainly people who are stuck or need change, like life coaching. Okay. So I need to make sure I market every place where people are stuck and need change. Where are the places where people are stuck and need change? I need to go put my stuff there. So you need to do the same thing. Analyze your market and then go to them. You know, gone are the days where you had a business and you got a business storefront and you just sit and wait for people to come to you. You don't have to do that anymore. You can go to them. You can go to them on social media. Even you can have a brick and mortar business. Get on social media, tell people about it and bring them to you. Go out, put your feelers out, and then bring people to your service or your product. So how do you do that? How do you do that? So that is based on your budget. So your marketing budget should be at least 10% of your budget. your overall budget. 10% of your overall budget should be on marketing. It should be on marketing. Like I use email marketing. I got to pay for that. That costs money. When y'all see them emails come up in there, and if you want to email, go to successmywaycoaching.com and click subscribe, and you'll get some emails from me. I do email marketing because I did my market research, and I know email marketing is good for my business. Do you know which marketing is good for your business? Or you just say, I'm just going to get on Instagram. How you know Instagram is the best place for your business? Did you do your market research? Okay, so I'm charging you to do your research in marketing. You're gonna thank me because you're gonna get to the people who need your service or your product, and you're gonna be able to tell them about it. And that's not salesy, that is sharing. Okay. Um, one more thing I want to say about marketing. Marketing is also messaging. So I'm going to teach you a formula called AIDA. AIDA in marketing. A stands for attention. Stands for interest. D stands for desire. And stands for action. Attention, interest, desire, and action. That's AIDA. AIDA. Sound like somebody's name. But this formula is your marketing messaging strategy. How are you messaging out? First, you got to get people attention. Hear ye, hear ye. You got to get people attention first. Then you got to pique their interest in your product. Pique their interest in your product. So, do you need help with that situation? And they're like, yes, I'm interested because I need help, right? Then you got to hit their desire. Like, how would you give them what they desire? How would you present the case of help? So you may say, if you get with me, I will improve. This is what I always say. I will improve at least 2 areas of your life. You got 12. If you get with me, I will improve at least 2 of them. That's what I'm claiming. I can't guarantee it, but I'm claiming it. So they're like, okay. I need, what 2 areas can you improve? Okay. So do you need improvement in your life areas? Guess what? I can help you. Okay, so that's interest and desire. And then the last thing is action. How are you telling people to take action? So I just told you, I just said, hear ye, hear ye. I have a life coaching business. I'm going to pique your attention because I want to say, I can help you with your 12 areas of your life. And then I want to give you some desire to come and check out my product. I'm going to say, because I know for sure I can help you with at least 2 of them. You're going to leave better than where you came. I can promise that, right? Desire, and then action. How are they going to get in contact? Well, you get in contact with me, go to successmywaycoaching.com and sign up today. So if you got AIDA, now that's your marketing message. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all some good nuggets here for business, y'all. Okay. This is how you develop it. So you change your AIDA when you have a new product. You change your AIDA when you are rebranding or rebirthing or regenerating your business. You change your AIDA. All right. Let me know in the comments if this is making sense to you. All right. I have a lot of notes, but I got to just say a few of them because it's just too many right now. Okay. I'm going to go here. This is the ugly stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Let's talk about finance and operations. Oh, I got to adjust myself for this one. Finance and operations, y'all. There is a big old thing that will trip you up if you are not careful. And it starts with a T. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Because it tripped me up many times. Taxes. Y'all, you gotta study your taxes. Because let me tell you, somebody told me that there are thousands of tax laws. Say what? There's thousands of tax laws. So when I say I have learned by researching and through trial and error about taxes, baby, you best to know your taxes because they will get you. They will bite you in the boob. Okay. So this is one thing that I also help people with when I coach them is to help them understand small business taxes. Small business taxes, because I do taxes. I do taxes for a nonprofit. I do taxes for this business. And when I say it's not a game, it is not a game. Okay, Janet, thank you. The biggest thing for a business when it comes to taxes is knowing how much the government is charging you to have that business and knowing how to do your deductions. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. If you know how much the government wants from you because you have a business, and if you know all the deductions you can possibly take out, you're going to be straight. You going to be straight. But you got to learn those things. You got to learn those things. And you know what? Most of us don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. Thank God I have good tax people. And I had to change my tax person. Let me tell y'all something right now. I had this tax person and I kept owing every year. I said, why am I owing every year? The tax person wasn't explaining it to me. I'm not a tax person. So I go to you for your advice, for your help. And when I ask you, why do I keep owing and you won't help me, I'm done. I had to change my tax person. Do you have to change your tax person? So now I have a tax person that not only helps me with my personal taxes, they help me with my business taxes. Say what? I love my tax person. I'm so happy. I just love that tax person. Your tax person should be your best friend. They should be imparting knowledge into you because they're the experts. You should not be the expert. They should be the expert, even though you should do your own researching and kind of like ask them questions to make sure what they saying is what you researched. Because that's how I test people. I'd be like, can you tell me how to da 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 da? And I already done research. I know the answer. I just want to see what they're gonna tell me. And if they tell me the right thing, then I'm like, okay. I can talk to you some more. Get with tax people who like to explain. Don't get with tax people who just take your paperwork. All right, come back tomorrow. I'll give you no, I want to ask some questions. Can you ask your tax person some questions? So your taxes are super important, y'all. So I just gave y'all some gems right there. If you know how much the government is charging you for your taxes, and if you know deductions. Like one deduction, I know if you have children that work for you, you can deduct the pay that you give them. Right. So unfortunately, I had to fire all my kids because I tried to get all of them to work for me. It didn't work. But I if I paid them on a 1099, I can deduct. That's a deduction. I don't know if people know that, but it's good to have your kids work for you because it's a deduction. Did you know that you can deduct the fees from PayPal? You know how PayPal charge you that little fee to give people money or that little fee they charge you? PayPal gives you a list of all the fees for the whole year. You can just print it out and give it to the tax person. Did you know that? See what I'm saying? These little things you should know. Did you know that you have to pay sales tax if you're selling the product? And you have to just off the top pay taxes to your state if your state does taxes. Now I know there's some states that don't do business taxes, but my state does. So you have to learn your state tax because some states have different rules for owning a business in that state. If you own a business in Delaware, you don't have no taxes. You own a business in Maryland, oh, you pay $300 a year just to have a business. So what I tell people to do is try to have a separate tax bank account where you keep all your taxes even paying. Y'all, when I only had my personal taxes, it only cost me like $300 to pay the tax person. But now that I have a business, y'all know how much I pay to get my taxes done? I pay $500. $500 because I have a business. Now, usually I'd be like, $500, God diggity damn, But now I know what's coming. I could put the money away. And I got to do taxes every year. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. So if I know I got to pay $500 every year, I'm putting that $500 in my tax bank account. So when I go, I already got the money sitting there waiting to pay the lady. See, this is business mind. Business mind. You got to have a mind for business. You got to stay ahead of the game. You got to be forward thinking in order to develop a business. This is why businesses flop, because people don't go through all of this. Or you could just get an expert like me, get a coach to help you with your business. You can do that too. That's helpful. So that's finances. Now, one last thing about finances. Please keep up with your revenue and expenses. Your revenue and expenses. So I use FreshBooks. That's what I use. I use an app called FreshBooks to keep up with my revenue and expenses. So it's like QuickBooks, but it's free for me. QuickBooks called $14.99, something like that. FreshBooks is free for me. I use FreshBooks. I'm giving y'all some nuggets right there. FreshBooks. So you got to have a way to have your revenue and expenses. Beatrice says, can you talk more about studying marketing that fits your business? Studying marketing that fits your that fit your business? Beatrice, say more. Are you talking about social media marketing, or coming up with a marketing plan of how the different ways you're going to market your business? Tell me a little more, Beatrice. Like studying marketing that fit your business. So you got to approach marketing from different ways. Like some people only do social media marketing. Social media marketing is good, but you also have to do email marketing, and you also have to do word of mouth marketing. Like there's different modes of marketing. So what you would do is, like, say I sold clothes. If I sell clothes, what is the best way to sell my clothes? Like, what are all the different ways I can market my clothes? So I can market my clothes in a store. I can market my clothes at a fashion show. I can market my clothes at a flea market. I can do all these things. I not just social media. There's so many ways. I can wear my clothes and be a market. I can be a market and wear my clothes. So you have to think about all the different ways that you can reach the people who you want to buy your product. And it's not just social media. Remember, social media is the newest way to market. It's the newest way. But those all tried and true, like word of mouth is tried and true, honey. Word of mouth is really good. That's how I get a lot of my clients, because I get clients who tell other people, who tell other people, who tell other people. That's how I get a lot of my clients. I don't really get a lot of clients from YouTube, for example. I don't get a lot. Now, once I get a client, I tell them to go on YouTube, watch my stuff. I do use my YouTube platform, and I do get some clients off YouTube, but the majority of my clients, for me, my marketing method is word of mouth. So I hope that helps, Beatrice. Let me know if that's what you were talking about. I hope that helps. And then, so that's finances. Now let's go to operations. Operations. So, oh my gosh, y'all. I coach people who have businesses who don't think they have a business. I'd be like, okay, wait a minute. You're selling something, you're marketing it, and you're not calling it a business. It's a business. So you got to treat it like a business. You got to manage it. So with your operations, you have to decide on, like, for example, your legal structure. Are you going to be a sole proprietorship? Are you going to be a LLC? Are you going to be a S corp? You even know the difference between those, right? What makes sense? For example, a lot of people are saying LLC. I know y'all saying all that all over social media. Get an LLC, get an LLC, get an LLC. But I'm here to tell you, all businesses don't need an LLC. Yep, I said it. People want you to get the LLC because they want to charge you money for the LLC. First of all, you don't need a business to do an LLC. You just go straight to your state tax department. They tell you how to do it. But you got all these businesses talking about LLC. Some businesses can just be a sole proprietorship. It's totally fine. Some businesses need to move into S corp status because they make too much money. You also get to a point where the LLC is not right for your business anymore because you're making too much money. Like if you're making $50,000 or more, you need to move into an S corp because now you're getting penalties in that LLC that's charging you a lot of money. You got to move to another legal structure. So that's organization and management. And then once you get that management, you need a team. Let me tell y'all something. For Black businesses, we do so much stuff solo, but the key is to have other people help you. So that's why I have brand ambassadors. That's why I have my personal assistant. I need other people in my ear talking to me and giving me ideas and helping me. You cannot do it all. You cannot be the jack of all trades and master of none. It cannot just be you and your business. Ask your spouse to help. Ask your kids to help. Create a team, even if you're not paying them. Say, you know what? Can you just be on my team for just a minute till I get this off the ground? I'm not making no money right now. I just need somebody on my team. Can you be on my team, please? That's what I did. I just asked people, can you be on my team? I ain't really making all that money right now, but I need somebody to help me. You need a team. Everybody needs a team. Because when I can't do it, my team steps in. When I run out of ideas, my team gives me ideas. When I need something executed on and I can't do it, my team executes on it. Sustainability. That's what helps your business sustain itself. If it's just me, myself, and I, you, and nobody else, you're going to wear yourself out. And your business is going to suffer for it. Now you're putting out products that's all janky and stuff. Let me tell you something. Once you put out a product that's not quality, your business is done. So that's why I make sure when I coach people to the highest of my ability. Oh, they're not going to get no janky coaching. They're going to get the coaching that is exclusive and stellar. They're not going to get no janky coaching. I seen janky coaching. I seen it. I seen the janky coaching. The people who want to coach you by just throwing a course at you, they never meet with you. You never meet them. They just want you to pay $47.99 to get their course, and then that's it. I talk to people. Part of my niche and part of my brand and marketing is me. Is me. People want access to me, and I know that. And I had no problem with that. I had no problem with that. So you got to know your structure. You got to have a team. And then you have to have your operations in place, your schedule, your goals, your objectives. How you're going to track those and make sure that they're doing the right thing. Unfortunately, that's why I have to sunset this particular platform. I'm realizing that people want something different, and I have to respond. I'm a business person. I got to respond to what people want. So you have to make hard decisions when you're doing operations. Maybe you have to fire people. That's a hard decision. We got to fire somebody. But it's your business. so you can do what you want. So, yeah, finance and operations, I call it the ugly stuff because that's the part that nobody wants to talk about and fool with. I know I don't really like doing I like the operation. I don't really like the finance part. But that don't mean that I'm not going to be savvy at my finances. Now that don't mean that. I can be very effective at something and don't like it. I'm just saying. Thank you, Theodore Linda, for putting those in there. Hi, Tori. How are you? All right, y'all. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Um, let's see. Oh, in finance, real quick, also think about how you're going to be funded. Like a lot of people do crowdfunding. A lot of people take out loans. A lot of people try to generate money through something else to use that to fund. Like for my nonprofit, to make it a nonprofit, I had to pay like 300 and something dollars just to sign the paperwork for the nonprofit. And I got that money from an angel investor. I did not pay the money to start the nonprofit. I ain't do it. I got somebody else to do it. So you may have a funder. You may have somebody say, you know what, I believe in you. I believe in your idea. Here, I'm gonna give you a couple $100. Matter of fact, I invest in people's business. Sometimes I send people cash app. I say, this for your business. Because I believe in the law of um, cause and effect and law of attraction. So sometimes I like to fund people business. So how are you gonna get your business funded? Um, and then you have to know your current financial needs and your future financial needs. So, what do you need currently to start your business? I encourage everybody to start your business. You should be close to zero startup as possible if it's a small business. Now, if you obtained a loan or obtained a grant or something like that, have your way. Have your way. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about if you ain't got no loan, you ain't got no grant there you can start your business still with zero money. I'm telling y'all right there, because I done did it. So you just have to figure out what your funding looks like. Um, yeah. So oh wait. I'm sorry, y'all got all my notes all over the place. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is so those are all the components. The last thing I want to talk to you about is business sustainability. And I got this information from Brian Tracy, who is a life coach that I like to listen to. Coming up with marketing plan and how to find an appropriate one. You have an African grocery store. Oh, Beatrice, that's so nice. You have an African grocery store. Yeah. So Beatrice, I coach people in a marketing plan. A marketing plan is really deep. Like I'm talking about a business plan today, but I really need a whole hour to talk about just the marketing plan. The marketing plan is really deep because you need your objectives, you need your goals, you need your budget for marketing, you need a way to execute on that marketing. You need to figure out what channels you're going to use for your marketing. So, Beatrice, the marketing for your store requires a huge plan. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, Beatrice, just let me know. Just contact me at successmywayacademy@gmail.com, Beatrice, and I'm able to help you. But a marketing plan is very detailed. And for your grocery store, you're going to need a detailed one just because it's a storefront. It seems like it may be something local. So your grocery store is going to need a unique plan that includes also like how you're going to attract people to your grocery store, how you're going to give discounts, how you're going to give coupons. Um, how, and you also as a grocery store owner need to be part of the community. So how are you going to go out into the community and serve the community in your grocery store name? So I just gave you little tips right there, Beatrice. So I can give you more if you contact me for coaching, huh? Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you about before I hop off is business sustainability. Now I'm going back, I'm ending this with you. Your business will sustain if you sustain it. If you don't sustain it, it will not sustain itself. Okay. So, what do you need to do? You have to do two things, and I'm getting this directly from Brian Tracy. You can watch his video. You have to focus. You have to have a laser like focus on your business. And two, you have to be not afraid to fail. For me, failure is not a failure. For me, failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. Failure tells me what I need to learn. Failure tells me where I need to shift. So I cannot be afraid to fail. I cannot be afraid to take risk. I know within the risk, there is a potential of failure, which is not bad because it's also a potential for me to learn and grow and develop. Okay. So if you do those two things, focus and fail forward, you will sustain your business. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, and I got this from Brian Tracy. This is so good, y'all. Ask yourself this question: is there anything you are doing that if you had to start it today, you would not start it? I'm going to say that again. Is there anything that you are doing right now that if you had to start it today, you would not start it? If you ask yourself the question like that, you will know what to take away from your business. What's distracting you from focus? You will know why you're not making progress like you want, because you have something there that you really don't need to be doing. Business people should not be doing anything they don't need to be doing because it's wasting time. Our time is precious. Don't sit there and do stuff you don't need to be doing. That's why I say get a team, because if you don't need to be sitting there counting tickets, for example, hire somebody else to count the tickets. Why are you sitting there counting tickets? Because as the business owner, you need to be thinking 2 steps ahead. There's no way you can think 2 steps ahead if you counting tickets. You see what I'm saying? Hire somebody else to count the tickets. I mean, you can use this in your life. If there's anything I'm doing right now in my life, let's talk about life. In my life that I had to start today, would I not do it? Like I know people, I coach people like, get you having a hard time keeping up with it, pay somebody to clean your house. You have a hard time cooking, cleaning, doing your business. Who are you paying to do some of that stuff? Pay somebody. Why do you feel like you got to do it all yourself? Don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Figure out what you need to give to somebody else and figure out what you need to hold on to. When you need to hold on to the thinking, you need to hold on to the thinking, the strategy, the plan, the vision. That's your job. All the rest of them tasks, figure out how to get somebody else to do it. I'm just saying. And then the last thing I want to say, and this last thing, if you are in business or you want to start a business and it does not feel super good to you, change it. If you have a business and it doesn't feel super good to you, change it. So change is a process. It's not saying you need to change it tomorrow. You need to get quiet. You need to meditate, and you need to think about where you need to go with your business that makes sense for you and your customers. Where do you need to go with your business that makes sense for you and your customers? You got to think about that. That's a challenging thought. But you're not going to be able to think like that if you are constantly doing everything. And that's what we do. As small entrepreneurs, we think we need to do everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. All right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Again, I want to say thanks to everybody who has been watching me all of these years, every Saturday morning. I appreciate you so much. I am really going to miss getting up and talking with you. But I'm going to be shifting after today. So look out on this channel for videos. I'm going to be doing more videos. So you can take the videos. My videos are going to be around teaching, productivity, planning, and peace. So that's my motto for my business. Success My Way Coaching will give you productivity, planning, and peace. So I will be doing videos around those things. So I hope you return. Click that notification bell. So when I premiere videos on this channel, you will be able to see the videos. And I will still come on here live, just not as often. Okay. I'll come on here live now and again. And I'll also let you know about my product and my services. So you have to stay connected to know all about that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity to just be here with you every morning. I absolutely love our time together. But this will be my last Success My Way Success Saturday in this format. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And you know what I'm about to say. It's Self Love Saturday. What are y'all doing this Saturday? Oh my gosh. I know today I am getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, I am behind. I am a Christmas lover and I don't have my Christmas trees decorated yet. I just put my Christmas trees up, y'all. I got 7 trees downstairs. This is 8. And then my ninth tree is in the closet. My ninth tree is a little pop-up tree. I could just do like this and that tree be up. But I gotta get my trees decorated. So if you love Christmas like I do, make sure you go over to my other channel. I call it my fun channel, where you get behind the scenes with me. Lakisha loves the number 2 plan. Lakisha loves 2 plan. So go on over there if you love Christmas. I already put out about 2 Christmas videos already. So I'm going to continue with that. So that's what I'm doing today. What are you doing today, Theodore Linda? Oh, I know, Theodore Linda. Thank you so much, Theodore Linda. You don't understand how much I appreciate you, y'all. Theodore Linda has been writing all of my tips, everything down every Saturday, being consistent. And I just appreciate you so much. And I will miss you on this platform. But Theodore Linda, I'm quite sure I'm going to see you again. Theodore Linda, are you going back to the Go Wild conference? Are you going to the Go Wild conference, Theodore Linda? Are you going to be on the Go Wild meetup? I want to say again, for those of you who missed the beginning, I am doing a meetup for people who are going to the Go Wild Planner Conference. So, but you have to get the information off the Go Wild video, which is on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan. Okay. Do you want me to send you the invite for the meetup, Theodore Linda? It's gonna be next Friday, November 3rd from 7 to 8 p.m. on Zoom. Let me know if you want me to send you an invite, Theodore Linda. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. I gave you all the information from my notes and this is my business planner. Isn't it so cute? This is my business planner from Go Get a Girl. I use this. It's really a regular planner, but I use it to put everything in here for my business, and it's cute. I love cute planners because I am a paper planner. So I use this pretty often just to write my thoughts and to strategize and to plan for my business. So Tori, yes. Okay, yes, I will. Tori, I already invited you. You should have gotten the invite, Tori. Did you get the invite already? Tori, let me know if you got the invite already. I know it's a delay. Let me know if you got the invite, Tori, because I know I sent the invite to you. All right. I don't know if Tori hopped off. Maybe oh, yes, you got it. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Sounds good. Okay. All right, lady. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Theodolinda. Thanks, everybody. I will see y'all in the next video. The next time you see me, it'll be a video, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye, friends.